Are you a broke, lazy teen? Yes? Well, you're in the right place. Today I'm sharing with you guys how to make money as a lazy teen. You guys have been asking me to make a video of the easiest / laziest ways to make money. Honestly, I get it. You want money, but you also value your free time and you don't have that much energy after school. So I created the ultimate list of over 15 ways to make money as a lazy teen. And I have to say, these are some of my best ideas yet. The first way to make money as a lazy teen is to review products on Amazon. You heard me right, girl. This is literally like a dream job. They actually have this program where you become a product reviewer. Basically, you just sign up for free. And once you get approved, which is usually within 24 hours, you'll get to review products. And basically, you just like use the products and just like incorporate them into your daily routine. And then write a review for each of them. Let them know what you liked, what you didn't like, and you will get paid. That's like so fun. I might actually sign up. And it gets even better. You can earn up to $750 reward just by answering a few surveys and doing some super simple tasks. My friend told me about this one and she has literally earned like $1,000 in rewards. And it's been around for a really long time. I've never tried it out because I literally just heard about it like 2 days ago and I was like, what? I'm putting this in my video from my friends. So that's such a plus because not only are you making money, but you're getting like really good like quality products. Like these are things I have bought in the past, but you get it free and you actually get money too. Like, hello, yes ma'am. I feel like I have like my phrase of the day and today it's yes ma'am. I don't know why. It's not intentional. So just prepare to hear that a lot. Comment down below, yes ma'am. Actually don't. It's kind of weird. The next way to make money as a lazy teen is to review books. I don't know about you, but I'm in my reading girl era. I literally read like a book a week, maybe even like 2 sometimes. And every time I finish a book, I just want to talk about it. I just want to rant about it. I want to tell somebody. I'm always so passionate about it. I'm like, I'm mad at this character. I ship these characters.
I just want to talk about it.
So if you're like me, why not write down your own little review and then actually get paid for it? Again, this is not something I have started yet, but I do actually really want to do this. There are multiple different websites that will actually pay you to review books. Some of them will actually give you free books or like free ebooks. They will send you the book in exchange for you writing a review. So you're also getting free books, which is like amazing. And sometimes it will be through like the publishers directly and they will like give you these books, which I think is so cool. Again, it's kind of like a lazy girl habit because if you already enjoy reading, you get to just like chill and read a book, and then when you finish the book, just get paid for sharing your thoughts. Apparently, being a book reviewer is like an actual job. I looked this up and I was like, what? So maybe that's your career in the future, who knows? The next way to make money is to monetize your hobby. For example, if you love making bracelets while you watch YouTube videos, why not just sell bracelets on Etsy? If you love to bake, why not just sell cakes on Instagram to people in your neighborhood? If you play soccer, why not just teach lessons to younger kids? Anything that you are doing like in your daily routine, see if you can monetize that, because then you will be actually like passionate about it and it won't feel like a job. It'll feel like something that's like fun to do, especially if you're already doing it. Why not make money from it? This is something I kind of did with my YouTube channel. When I was growing up, I always used to make little videos with my sister. It was like my favorite thing to do with my friends. And then as I got older, I started like watching Get Ready With Me's, and I don't know about you guys, but like when I'm getting ready, sometimes I'll like pretend I'm in like a Vogue Beauty Secrets video or like my own YouTube tutorial. I just love doing it. I love to edit. I love all the different aspects of video creation. So I started my channel and now it's actually a little source of income for me and it's really fun, and I've gotten to interact with so many of you guys. I've actually met friends through here. It's just the best thing ever. If you're not subscribed already, please subscribe because it actually really does help my channel and it really means a lot to me. If you subscribed, comment this emoji. I love talking with you guys in the comments. I just think it's so fun. The next way to make money as a lazy teen is to walk dogs. Now I get it, you're lazy, you don't want to get out of bed, but it is so important for your mental and physical health to be outside. And from a lazy perspective, you're technically working and working out at the same time. So I consider that a win-win. Girl, I need to fix my posture. What is this? There's a reason this side hustle has been around for so long. Just think of like how many dogs are in your neighborhood and how many of those people have like busy lives or they have jobs and they can't dedicate time every single day to take their dog on like a long enough walk. So if you start walking those dogs, you could actually make money, exercise at the same time, and be outside and hang out with dogs. It's a win-win. And a lot of those people are actually willing to pay because they love their dogs and they want their dogs to be happy. Even if you took like 5 dogs on a walk like 4 times a week, if you add that all up, it's actually gonna make you more money than you would think. Plus you get to hang out with this all day, which is amazing for your mental health. And also if you think about it, think about how many apps there are for like people who walk their dogs professionally and have made that into like an actual career. Someone coded the software. There's like literal offices dedicated to these apps that will help people walk dogs. That just goes to show you that there's definitely success found in this market. I'm gonna go curl my hair. I don't like it anymore. Aww. much better. The next way to make money as a lazy teen is to start a podcast. So if you are a yapper, as Gen Z calls it, why not monetize your daily rant? I mean, I'm considering it. When I found out how much podcasters make, I was shook. Literally, I was absolutely flabbergasted. This article says, typically a podcaster with 10,000 downloads per episode can expect to earn somewhere between $500 and $900. Very successful podcasts can earn much more, reaching up to $30 million in annual income. I can't even, like, $30 million. That is insane. And if you're like, I can't possibly get like 1,000 listeners, I can't get 10,000 listeners, it's actually very similar to starting a YouTube channel, and the views will start adding up as you start to make connections and build a little community. And if you're like, I don't really have a skill to teach, so many podcasters are actually not making educational content. A lot of them are basically just like sitting down and like talking about whatever interests them. So if you have like a hobby or an interest, say that's like a specific aesthetic or something, why not just like make that into the theme of your podcast? Because there's likely other people who want to listen to content about that, but it doesn't exist yet, so you should make it and then you make money. And it's actually so cheap to get started compared to other side hustles. You can start a podcast by just using like your phone as a microphone. You can use a little mic on your earbuds, or if you want to be a little bit more professional, you can actually get a mic on Amazon for really cheap. I will link some of the best ones down below. I've heard such good things about the Blue Yeti microphone, and I believe it's under $100. They also have one that's like $50 from the brand, is it Blue? Is the brand Blue or Yeti? I don't know. Or Logitech. Sure. Anyways, I will link some good cheap microphones for you guys down below. Once you've recorded your podcast episode, you can either A, upload it to a podcast host, or you can do B, which is the cheaper, easier version in my opinion, and just upload it directly to Spotify. Spotify has a thing called Spotify Podcasts. You can host your podcast, you can edit your podcast, you can do literally everything you need to do directly on Spotify Podcasts, and it's super easy, and I believe it's 100% free, which is absolutely crazy. If you had to pay for like an editing software and all of that stuff, it would add up. So let's be all grateful to Spotify. Shout out Spotify. While you can start a podcast just with the audio, I actually recommend that you do a video podcast. If you haven't noticed, most of the most successful podcasts are actually video podcasts, which means people will not only upload them to like Spotify or Apple Music or just like audio platforms, they will also be able to upload them to YouTube. YouTube is so underrated if you're a podcaster. Since YouTube is a search engine, it will actually help people find your podcast and bring in a lot of new listeners. I feel like if you don't put your podcast on YouTube, you're missing out. Today's verse of the vid is, whatever you do, whether in word or deed, do all in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks to God the Father through him. This basically means that we should live our lives in a way that brings God glory. And another verse to give you some motivation says, lazy people are soon poor, hard workers get rich. Ooh. Girl, talk about motivation. That verse makes me just want to get out of my lazy girl era and get into my girl boss era. God gave us our life and our health, and being lazy is a waste of those blessings. Believe me, girl, I went through my lazy girl era, and guess what? I regretted it completely. But I'm so proud of you, because the fact that you're even watching this video right now shows me that you're not lazy. You are so talented and so capable of so many things. And in case nobody told you today, I'm so proud of you. Okay, I love you. Bye. Well, not bye. I'm just gonna keep going with the video. Anyways, the next way to make money as a lazy teen is to make and promote Spotify playlists. If you're like me, then you use Pinterest and Spotify on a daily basis. But something I recently found out about is that you can actually make money from both of those apps. I found out about this side hustle a little while ago, and I was literally shook. I was like, excuse me, I use Pinterest and Spotify on a daily basis. You mean to tell me I could be making money from this like this entire time? The first step is to just make a playlist. I recommend making it like a themed playlist, like a 16th birthday playlist or a study playlist, something like that. Just make whatever you're inspired to do, whatever comes to your mind, whatever you think you have good songs for, and I recommend making the playlist as long as you can. Once you make the playlist, you can then head over to an app like Playlist Push. I have never used Playlist Push before, so I'm not like affiliated with them. I can't necessarily like recommend them, but I've heard so many great things, and I know that this side hustle has been around for a long time. After you sign up for Playlist Push, you can then start promoting your playlist on social media. The main app that I've noticed people do this on is Pinterest. I don't know if you guys have ever like clicked on a Pinterest pin, but usually it's connected to some sort of link. Maybe that's a blog post or a YouTube video, but more times than I can count, I have clicked on the link to a pin and it led me to a playlist. I was always so confused. I was like, why are people linking their playlist? Like, why are people promoting this? I was so confused. I had no idea. Now it makes sense. They are making money. And I actually listened to some of them before. I would click on a pin, see a playlist, and be like, wait, this is actually like, this is kind of a bop. So then after you make a couple playlists, you can start promoting them on your Pinterest account. I recommend like choosing some sort of aesthetic and just kind kind of basing your Pinterest off of that aesthetic, or if you already have a Pinterest, you can just start uploading your pins and linking them to your playlist. As soon as you start getting a lot of listeners, you will be able to get paid through Playlist Push through sponsors and streaming royalties. So basically, the more people that listen, the more money you make. I think this is one of the easiest / laziest side hustles that you can do as a teen. Literally right now in your bed, you can do this and it only takes a couple minutes. And it's also really fun. Like, I know so many teenage girls who just like have Pinterest for fun and they're not making any money. So it's like you get to do that and listen to music and that's how you get paid. Like, yes ma'am. And also it's a great form of passive income. So while you're at school or while you're sleeping, while you're hanging out with your friends, you will be making money without having to do anything. The next way to make money as a lazy teen is to collect cans. This is actually something I used to do when I was like 13. When I tell you guys, it is actually one of the most like slept on side hustles if you're lazy. So this is great if your family like loves soda, or if they drink energy drinks or carbonated water, something like that. My family always has been like obsessed with bubbly water, so that's what I used to do. Or if you like soda and you like drink it out of a can, every time you finish it, instead of throwing it out, you should actually just like put it aside, put it in a little collection, a little box in your garage, and then once you have enough, you can take it to a local recycling center. I used to keep mine in like a big garbage bag because it made it easy to just like take it to them, and then they would basically just take it from me, they would weigh it, and then they would pay me based on the weight of the cans. It actually adds up like way more than you would think, and it's something that like takes absolutely no time at all. Literally just like whenever you use a can, just set it aside, and then maybe go like every, I don't know, like 3 months. I used to like to go less often because then I get a bigger amount, which it's the same either way, but I would just like to bring like 5 bags and then just have it be like a really big amount of money. It also depends on how close the recycling center is to you. This is just one of the easiest, laziest ways to make money in my opinion. The next way to make money as a lazy teen is to sell your old clothes. Again, this is something I've done before and I actually had a lot of success with it. Girl, I know you got a pile of clothes in your room. You know how I know? Because when I was in my lazy girl era, I also had one. But guess what? You can clean your room and make money at the same time. In the past, I used Depop and Poshmark, but you can also use eBay and Mercari. I actually just saw an article about people who sell on Depop that make like $10,000 a month, which is crazy. And I will tell you guys how to do that in a second. But first, for the lazy girl method, first you're just gonna go through your clothes and choose what you want to keep and what you want to sell. Then you're gonna take everything you're gonna sell and you're going to wash it, because if you don't, that's just nasty. Then you're gonna take pictures of all of the items. There's a couple different ways you can do this. You can either hang it on a hanger and just like take a picture of the clothing on a hanger. You can model it yourself if you want to, or you can like lay it down on your bed and just like take a picture of it on your bed. This is actually, this is so funny. There's a thing I saw on TikTok and it's supposed to be like a hack to get people to like buy your clothes if you sell on Depop, and it's called the Depop scrunch. And basically it's just like shaping your clothes in a way that like makes it look flattering. I just think it's hilarious, and I actually like looking back now, I'm like, oh my goodness, every single person does the Depop scrunch when they're selling their clothes. That's just a little psychology hack for you guys if you want to do the Depop scrunch. Then when you get an order, Depop, Poshmark, eBay, or Mercari will give you a shipping label, and then you can just like print it out. If you don't have a printer, you can print it out like at the post office or like FedEx or something. Put the clothes in the package, take it to the post office, and they will handle everything from there. I think this is a great lazy girl side hustle because you're cleaning your room and you're making money at the same time. So you're kind of multitasking, you're getting 2 things done at once. And once you sell all of your own clothes, if you really liked this method, then you can try out the method that the people who make like $10,000 a month are doing, which is basically to thrift flip. So you can go to a thrift store, pick out a bunch of different like cute clothes, and then resell them on Depop. So for example, if you got a shirt at the thrift store for like $5, you could wash it, clean it, sell it for $15, and then you've made $10. This method is less lazy, but it actually can be really, really profitable. The next way to make money as a lazy girl is to pet sit. And I don't mean dogs, because dogs you usually have to like sleep over with them, feed them multiple times a day, take them on walks. They're a little bit, my dog's right over here, but they're a little bit high maintenance. But for other animals like birds or cats or fish, you can actually start pet sitting and make money from it. And this is one of the easiest, laziest ways to make money. So if you have like a neighbor, and say your neighbor's cat's name is Gerald, and then your neighbor wants to go on vacation, who's gonna feed Gerald? You can't just expect Gerald to fend for himself. So you can offer to just go over like maybe once in the morning before you go to school, and then like once before dinner to feed Gerald and just like clean up Gerald's box. That will literally only take you like 10 to 15 minutes every day. Like, it is so chill. This can also work if someone's just going on like a long day trip, or if they're just having like a long day at work. This is a great one, especially to start in the summer, but it can also work during like Christmas time or spring break, or actually any time of year. People are always going on vacation or traveling for work or something. This is just a really good side hustle, and you can kind of just spread the word to the people in your neighborhood, maybe even just the people on your block, and be like their go-to whenever they need someone to take care of their cat or their bunny or their hamster. The next way to to make money as a lazy girl is actually what I talked about in my last video, so I have a full tutorial on my channel. Finish this video first in case there's another idea for you, but if you're interested you can actually watch that video after. So basically, if you guys didn't know, Amazon has an official printing company and they allow people to self-publish their own books, but get this, you don't actually have to write a book. There is a tool called BookBolt. BookBolt will basically help you create like your own little like journal or like a coloring book or just something really cute, and you can like design it. It's actually such a fun process. And then once you make that on BookBolt, you can upload it to Amazon, and then whenever you get an order, Amazon will print out the book and ship it directly to the customer without you having to do literally anything. It is perfect if you don't have that much time because it only takes about like 10 minutes to make a book, and I like to do it and like listen to music. I just think it's so much fun. You can kind of make it into a habit to like 10 minutes every day, just create a book and like upload it, and then whenever someone buys it, you will make money. It's a really good side hustle because it is entirely passive. Like once you upload a book, you don't have to do anything ever again. I just recommend making as many as possible because more chances to make money. This video is not sponsored, but I do have a code from my last video, and I think it's Lulu20. They have a free trial on BookBolt, but I do recommend their paid plan. That's the one I have. I think it starts at $9.99 a month, but with my code you can save $2 and it becomes $7.99 a month. So I will have that link down below for you guys, as well as the tutorial. The next way to make money as a lazy teen is to sell your old notes. There are a couple different ways you can do this. The first way I'm going to tell you guys is the easiest way, which is basically just to take pictures of your notes, and then there are actually multiple different websites online that will just buy your notes directly from you. Again, I haven't actually tried out any of these, so I can't give you guys like an actual name. I can't like represent one, but if you just look up like websites that will buy my notes, it'll totally come up in like 5 seconds. That is so easy because you literally just take a picture and then they will give you money in exchange for your notes. However, the second way will actually make you more money. You can create your own study guide and sell it on Etsy. You can design it on like Canva, or you can even like hire someone on like Fiverr or Upwork to create this for you if you're having trouble with it. Or you could actually, I think you could technically use BookBolt. You can either print it out and make it into like a little book yourself, or you can do what I recommend, which is just to sell it as a digital download. Digital downloads you sell for like way cheaper, but you actually get like all of the profit because you don't have to buy paper or materials or ship anything. So when someone buys your digital download of your study guide through Etsy, it will just automatically send them an email and then they will download it and you don't have to do anything. This is actually really great, and you're actually helping people too, because you never know if like your notes or your perspective or the way you're explaining something will actually like help someone understand the topic that they're studying and actually maybe get them an A. And it's passive, which we love. The next way to make money as a lazy teen is to proofread your classmates' work. So basically, when you have like a big assignment in class, you can offer to read your classmates' work in exchange for a little bit of money. I personally love getting a second opinion whenever I have like a big paper. I'll always ask my sister or my mom. I'm always just like, will you please read my paper, tell me what you think. And if I didn't have somebody who wanted to like actually read through like a 7-page paper for me, I would most definitely pay somebody. And it's so easy. You can literally just have someone like text you their assignment and you can like read it in bed and just like tell them what you think. The main thing you want to do to be helpful is just to let them know if there are any spelling or grammatical errors, and also just kind of give them your thoughts and just tell them like, hey, I think you could improve this, or I really liked this part, maybe focus more on that. Again, that's really helpful and you'd be making money and you could do it completely from home. The next way to make money as a lazy teen is to start a blog. Starting a blog is very similar to starting a YouTube channel. You basically get paid through sponsors and ads. I've heard a lot of really good things about Google ads. So basically, once you set up your blog, once you have your little own website, you can link it to Google ads, and then whenever someone comes to your site and sees an ad on your site, you will get paid. It's just a little amount of money for each viewer, but every single time someone goes on your page, you will be making money, and it's definitely gonna add up over time. There are so many successful bloggers out there, and I mean like millionaires. It's absolutely crazy. There are a lot of different website builders out there that are so amazing, but for a blog specifically, I recommend that you have a self-hosted site. For this, I think you can use like Bluehost. I will link it down below for you guys. You can literally start it like today, just like from your laptop, and it'll just kind of become like a little fun hobby. You can just like write a little post a day, just whatever you're passionate about, and then it kind of doesn't feel like work. It just feels like a fun hobby. Also, if you're scared to create a website, don't be. I love it. I have made so many websites just for fun. Like, it's my hobby. Of course, it's a little bit complicated at first, but once you get the hang of it, it is so much fun. The next way to make money as a lazy teen is to invest in dividend stocks. This is something you will need a little bit of money to start, but even if you just save up to buy one little stock, it will still make you money. So a dividend stock is basically when you buy stock in a company, and then that company will give you like a little payout each year. For example, I believe Apple is a dividend stock. I think so, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me though, I don't know, I'll have to double check this. But if you bought Apple stock, then at the end of the year, on top of what you gained in your stock, they will give you like 50 bucks or whatever. How much you get in a dividend is based off of how much stock you buy, but even still, if you just buy a little bit, it's going to add up and it's completely passive, and it's just a good thing to do when you're young as well. I really want to start getting into stocks. I just feel like it'd be really cool to just have that extra source of income. And like I said, even if you don't have that much money, if you just save up for it and you buy a couple stocks, that would be so amazing. When it comes to which stocks to invest in, I've heard so many different things. Some people will spend so much time analyzing all these stocks and like doing all this stuff, and I'm like, you do you. I am impressed with that, but I don't think I can do that. It's a little bit too complicated for me, but I have heard a lot of people just say basically just invest in whatever you like. I love Amazon. I'm gonna keep shopping on Amazon. I get all my books from there. I get clothes from there. So I would totally just like buy Amazon stock. And this is also something that will like kind of help you in the long run if you don't let your stocks go. The next way to make money is to make money by typing. There's a site that I've heard a lot about, and it's called rev.com, and basically you will listen to audio files and then just type whatever you hear, and they will pay you, I believe, 20 cents to 30 cents per minute, which adds up to about $20 or $30 per hour. This is something, again, you can just do for like an hour a day, just like from your house, and make a little bit of money. It's just like so easy to do, and you can do it from home, and it only takes a little bit of time, and I just think this is a really cool thing. I've actually thought about trying it in the past. I have not tried Rev, so again, I'm not affiliated with them. I do not know if they are legit or good, but I've literally heard so many people talk about them. The next way to make money as a lazy teen is to babysit, and I don't mean to say that taking care of kids is something that's lazy, but if you take care of kids like while their parents go to dinner and then the kids go to bed at like 7:38, then once the kids are asleep, if you still have like 2 more hours, you literally get like 2 hours of complete freedom, and you're not doing anything, and you're just there like if the kid wakes up. And even if you take care of kids in the daytime, if they're nice kids, that is so rewarding. That is so much fun. My cousin has a baby, cutest stinking cutie pie, and my cousin was like, I want to go get my nails fixed because they're like nail cracked, and so she left for like an hour, and me and my mom just stayed home with the baby. He slept the entire time like a little perfect angel, and I was literally just like editing at my cousin's house with the baby monitor right there and just like watching him, and it was like the easiest thing ever. I was like, what? And if you are too young to become a babysitter yet, another thing you could do is be a mom's helper. This is basically taking care of the kids while the parents are home, so you have that little safety net, and it's not like all the responsibility on you. But let's say there's like a mom and she works from home, and then her kids need to be taken care of while she's working. You could just go over there, you could like make them lunch, hang out with them in the backyard, or just like play with them and basically just like watch them while the mom is inside working. This is also great because you can get experience, and then when you're old enough you can become like an actual babysitter. My friend actually saved up enough money for a car by babysitting for years, and she just was really good with her money and saved up and had enough to buy a car. So proud of you, girl. First of all, that's really impressive, and also it just goes to show you that this is a really good side hustle. If you made it to this point, comment this emoji, and if you need any more ideas, you can watch all the other videos in my How to Make Money as a Teen series. Click this playlist and it'll take you to all of those videos. God bless you, keep smiling, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!